Hi guys, Office Bloke Dave here.
And I am Ash.
Together we are Office Bloke Dave and I am Ash.
Yes.
Filming in the daytime today, and I've got this frosted glass window behind us that just becomes this beautiful softbox. Look at the lighting.
I know, but...
Look at the lighting!
But your girlfriend is super photosensitive, so that is really bright, so I am struggling to see.
It's better than the usual spotlights I've got.
It is, that is less direct, but that is really bright in my eyeballs.
Yeah.
So if my eyes start going red, you know why.
This is a Patreon request. Damage Inc. USMC. Cheers for the supporting on Patreon for a bit, but also did a super thanks on YouTube for this song.
Oh, really nice, thank you.
Yeah, so Ice Nine Kills, I've reacted to a few times. We actually reacted to it once over at the Office Blokes, which we don't do music. The algorithm doesn't like the Office Blokes doing music, really. It's just not. It's not a thing. That's one of the reasons I picked it up over here. But yeah, we're going to do a bit of Ice Nine Kills, Stabbing in the Dark, and it is age restricted, so it'll just be on Patreon, this one. But yeah, I've done a few Ice Nine Kills. I'm not going to say anything about them, but
okay.
I think you might like.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Ice Nine Kills, Stabbing in the Dark. There you go.
So 90s. The intro.
They're a modern
90s.
Band. They're like you're very current. They're big at the moment.
Oh, okay. But the intro just makes me think very 90s.
They've got a whole horror vibe, and there's kind of a narrative running through some of their songs that are done like the videos are done like scenes from a movie.
Oh, sick.
And it's all about whether or not the vocalist murdered his girlfriend. Basically, there's like this whole kind of cool narrative, which I did in the wrong order and missed a couple of things out and stuff like that.
Is his girlfriend still alive?
The murders coincide with the band's tour, because there was also, every time the band were in a certain city, there was murders happening of young women as well, so...
No one types like that. It's so over-dramatized.
You should hear the guy's accent when he talks as
well.
well.
Really?
Yeah, he puts
proper dramatised.
Puts on a fake English accent, this guy. This is like, we reacted to one with him in it over at the Office
Blokes. The thing is, people say a fake English accent, but there's no one English accent.
There is, if you're an actor trying to be an English person. There's like there is an accent that's like Matt Berry sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's that, yeah.
Oh no.
Well, I'm glad you've come back, Spencer.
Well, the nightmares don't appear to be going anywhere anytime soon, Doctor.
I'm sure. In your last session, you seemed reticent to delve into the memories of your childhood. I just feel like that if we can probe those childhood memories, it may help us get to the root cause of the problem.
See what I mean?
As opposed to just regurgitating the same old new nightmares.
It's funny that you say that because my most recent nightmares have been about myself as a child.
And you're sure it was a dream and not a memory?
Well, that's what was so strange about it. I'm dreaming about myself as a child, but also as a spectator, sort of watching the story unfold from the outside.
Well, that can be common in childhood recollections. I mean, if we are told something happened to us and don't quite remember it.
So, I'm a little boy, and I've got a babysitter, and she looks very much like your colleague, Dr. Stonebridge. My parents are out of town, and she invites her friends over, and they bring booze and drugs, and they invite guys over. But the guys that come over are the guys from my band. And one of them has a girlfriend that looks just like your receptionist, Karen. And I just remember being so nervous that my parents are going to come home and that everyone's going to get into trouble.
The trouble with your parents, though, it's not exactly the kind of grisly stuff your nightmares are normally made of, now is it?
Well, if only it were trouble with just parents. I didn't tell you about the Shadow Man. In calculated silence, captivated by the violence I replay 15 years ago today. Oh, an evil evolution will bring a feeble institution to its knees. Oh, doctor, can't you see that when the hands of fate from the midnight hour behind this mask of hate are down the devil's power? These are the devil's eyes! The devil's when the hands of fate fall on the midnight hour behind this mask of hate, odds on the devil's power. There's life in the shadow, let the light leave its mark, where the certainty of safety feels like stabbing in the dark.
Right, we need a
Yeah, a
pause.
fantastic body. Obviously, we all appreciate a good body. But, random notice, I don't know why my eyes do this, but did you see there was a Christmas wreath on the door, but then they had Halloween decorations everywhere? Am I the only one who saw that?
I didn't notice that, actually, no. There was a spider web that was just like starting to blow across here. It was annoying me. It's just like one little bit. I've not heard this one.
It's really good. His voice is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, really good.
It's like, obviously there's some in sequence, and I reacted to one where I was like, that was so good, I need to do part 2 or part 3 or whatever it was.
This is part 4.
The next one along that I did was just dialogue and there was no song.
Oh.
And I was sat here like, I was waiting for it
For
to
it
do
to,
that
like,
and
do
then
this.
kick in, and then it just ended, and I was like,
Oh. It's really good. Like you're saying, like it's got this darkness to it. But I find it interesting how he mentions the Shadow Man, and then there's Jason sat in the garden from Halloween 2.0.
There's some pretty good imagery, like on some of the other ones as well, and there is a narrative that follows. I guess it's a concept album that all this comes from, and it's like a start to finish. So I know what happens, like because that's the one the Office Blokes reacted to. I'm not saying anything. Yeah.
I mean, appreciate, but damn, boy, they're making so happy.
They were so big though. That's what the damn was about. It wasn't, you know.
This is why I want a boob job, and you're
No,
like,
you don't
no,
fucking
your
need a
natural
boob.
ones are great.
No, yours are perfect. That's too big. That's too big. But you see a massive arse, you go damn. You see a massive tits, you go damn. doesn't mean that's what you want in your face all the time, is it?
I don't think you'd say no if you had that size in your face.
I've been out with people with gigantic tits before.
And?
It's too much. It's too much. Plus what you get with that is like gigantic nips as well.
On. So if I got
precisely,
just
yours is spot on.
like extra padding
Well,
inside.
this is some exclusive Patreon content. This
Sorry.
is.
When the hands of fate fall on the midnight hour, and this masquerade that's on the devil's power.
See? Did you see the Christmas wreath on the door?
I didn't notice
Why?
any of the background.
Why?
On the midnight hour, and this masquerade that's on the devil's power. There's
Yeah.
in the shadow, let the light leave its light. Where the certainty of safety feels like stabbing in the dark.
All units respond. Multiple fatalities reported on Orange Grove Ave. Suspect has been identified as one Michael Myers. He is armed and extremely dangerous.
Michael Myers, not Jason. Who am I thinking of for Jason?
Michael Myers is Halloween. Jason is. I thought Jason was Halloween.
I
actually.
thought Jason was Halloween.
I don't know. Press play.
Shoot to kill. I repeat, shoot to kill. Over.
I am a shadow where there once was light, strangling all signs of life. You were sunken down the street. The choice is yours. Like a fucking tree.
Yes.
I absolutely appreciate that. It is proper horror rock, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's an amazing band. They are so good. Like I quite enjoy. Was it the guitar when it made it sound like that sort of noise as the kid is stabbing?
Yeah.
And then like the inclusion of the sort of muted screaming from her while she's being choked.
Yeah.
It's a great band. Like the music and the combination of the horror is actually really great.
It's really
and the guy's got a
theatrical, isn't it?
fantastic voice.
Does, doesn't he?
What an unbelievable voice. I really like the guitar as well. Look, obviously the white guitar with the blood splatter
Yeah.
all over it. It's fucking sick.
See, metalcore is not normally my sort of thing, you know, where it can go from really heavy to really melodic and singy.
See, I love that.
Like, growing up, that I'd listen to the heavy bits and like, fuck yeah, I love this. And as soon as they go into that, I go, right, I'm out, and I switch it off. I was a lot more close-minded when I was younger. Now, like, I listen to that and I actually understand how the singy bits just add to it in such a good way. But yeah, I've not seen that one, and I like it. Musically, that's probably the best song I've heard.
Oh,
from
really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So we're going to react to more so I can hear as well. But
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
really appreciate that. That is actually my kind of like rock.
It's
Seriously,
cool, isn't
I
it?
really enjoyed that.
I mean,
But I why did I think Jason? Is Jason from like Nightmare on Elm Street instead?
no, that's Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street.
But doesn't they fight? But he fights Jason. And
No,
why
no,
is
there's
it,
like a
but it is
Jason
Mike
versus-
Myers from Halloween. Because I'm sure that then it's Jamie Lee Curtis, isn't it, who plays
Yeah, but then
the main character.
Halloween was remade by Rob Zombie. He directed the newer
right.
ones.
But it's still Jamie Lee Curtis and it's still her brother Mike.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I think you're right.
So
I
where
don't know.
am I getting Jason from?
I can't remember.
Somebody in the comments tell me.
Yeah, let us know. But anyway, cheers for that one. Cheers for the support, as always, as well. Damage Inc.
Oh, Jason's the one that wears the hockey mask. I'm sure it is the Nightmare on Elm Street. Mike is the one that wears the white, like, full pull-on mask with the...
I thought Nightmare on Elm Street was Freddy Krueger.
It is, with the claws. But doesn't he, like, they're linked, aren't they? Because there's the whole story
that's like when people are trying to revitalise it all and do, like, Freddy versus Jason movies and things like
Yeah,
that.
so where is Jason coming from? It's a hockey mask, isn't it? And he's got, like, that slash across the front and he always has, like, the machete.
I can't remember.
Somebody
Anyway,
yes,
cheers
sorry.
for the support, as always. Really do appreciate it. It's awesome. And, yeah, I hope you stay with me and hope to see you again soon. Cheers.
Absolutely. Bye, guys.